Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us.
Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Redskins. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 60 out long.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Check 37. Check 37. Out. Rotate.
First carry for Darius Geis. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Man, I got you. Man, zoom. Mike 54.
On second down, here's Haskins. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Let's go one more. Check 99.
On first down, this is Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Lucky. Cover.
Throwing on second and 8. Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Third down, here's Haskins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Switch it.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the flip it, flip it. Watch the block, motion, block. Mike, here we go.
Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Get ready.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Tampa Bay.
Ready. Blue ready. Watch it, 5. Come on. Under 10. Here we go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15.
Here we go.
That one 28 yards on the ground. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From the red zone now, Winston. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Blue ready. Undercrush. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, go. Let's go. Flip it. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 20. White. 25. Check 25. Check 9. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
And I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't as long.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mike 55. Pick it up.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now it's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run with Geis. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Here it comes, here it comes.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
2nd down. Haskins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. SOS. Check 50. Check 50.
On the counter, here's Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Buccaneers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Jones. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Flip it. Let's bring it. Check the backer. Wait. Check 50 over. Check 55 to Mike. You. Mike 55. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Let him go.
They'll try to throw now. Winston eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Bucs take
Let's go, baby.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Fresno. Hatchet. Watch out. Let him go.
Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Hey, reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchup. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fielded at about the 28. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
All day, every day, any day.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 64.
Geis with the carry on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Harmon. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
It's our time.
It's Geis on the counter. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very good.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey,
36.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
55.
Green, triple team.
Short. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Winston now. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. Hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Hassan. You got nothing. Check, come on.
Sunday. Hey, even.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Easy. Green, triple T.
Who that? 55 is my guy, 55.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready? Flag. 22 down.
55. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Show it.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Twist. Say. Check. Crunch. Kill. Shoot.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Ready?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Sunday.
Big stop, D.
Wait.
Whip.
Watch you.
They'll run it with Jones.
Check.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Winston. He completes it to Evans. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Hey, eat. Watch the out. Kill.
On 1st down, it's Jones, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Here I come.
Hey, check right.
On 2nd and 9, Winston flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That's a baby shot. Kill.
First carry for Trenton Cannon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Now a pass hauled in downfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give them 32 on the play.
Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, Washington lane.
Check 31, check 31.
Geis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rabbit. Zoom. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. On deck.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Haskins being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Let's go now. 70 ending. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Watch that.
H3. 2.
On 1st down, here's Love. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Go. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Ready?
Hey, check Mike, check.
looking to throw on second down. Haskins, he gets it in the hands of Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Haskins now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
55 is Mike, guys, 55.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Mike,
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
check.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Redskins 10, Buccaneers 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Mike. Ready. Flag. What is it, man? Pick me up. Here we go.
55 is Mike, guys. 55.
Easy. Hey. Right there in the middle. 53, 17.
Get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike.
Man out. Let me go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Ready.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. That's caught at the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Green, triple C. Easy.
Mike's 56. Here we go, G. Get off the field. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Let's go.
Here's Winston. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.